Hello everybody and welcome to the GMS Magazine YouTube channel. I am Paco Garcia. Not long ago, the company Dream Realm Storytellers, a company based in Turkey, brought us a game for 5th edition rule sets that actually took Kickstarter and did very, very well indeed. Now they are doing something dangerous. They're going into a book that explores evil. It's not the first time it's been done by any means, but Corpus Malicious really takes things a little bit further. I've managed to get my hands on the starter set and the quick rules that you can also get in their Kickstarter page, went through it, and I'm about to tell you if this book is going to be worth the amount of money that you have to back in Kickstarter to get your hands on it. Welcome to the GMS Magazine review videos. You game? Corpus Malicious has been written by a bunch of people, and although the work is already pretty much done, they are in Kickstarter at the moment of recording this video, gathering funds to finish production. Corpus Malicious explores evil. Evil races, evil classes, evil items, evil cults, evil everything, and it's going to end up being a 400 pages book absolutely plagued with that concept. Now, doing evil is a pretty dangerous thing to do, because although we do need those things when we fight them in our campaigns, but to take them at the table as player characters, it can be very disrupting. It can be, it can be pretty unsettling and upsetting for an awful lot of people. This has been done in the past. This is not the first time that a book like this is written, and it's done well. But how does Corpus Malicious feel thus far? I must say I've only read the first 40 pages that they have released about this book. So this is not a full review of the full product, and I cannot comment on what it's going to be like once you have it in your hands. And to be honest, generally I wouldn't do a review like this, because I feel is risky. Because I have to say, what I've seen so far I like, but I don't know what the end product is going to be. However, there have been some very, very interesting things that I have enjoyed very much about this quick start rule. The quick start rule is only 40 pages. You can read that in a couple of afternoons, and it comes with a bit of everything. It comes with races, it comes with character classes, it comes with some really interesting objects, magical objects, some cults, and some cult leaders. Some things are more generic than others in this book, I have to say. As the races, I have two of them. One is the fallen angel, and the other one is the remnant. The fallen angel, it feels a little bit generic, but it is a necessary class, because it's a very resourceful one to have. Fallen angels have been in our mythology since ever, and they're a pretty simple resource, so why not have in there? The remnant I loved. I am not kidding. Absolutely love it, even though I have my whether it should be a race or it should be a character class. Essentially, the remnant is a conscious non-living zombie. At some point, for whatever reason, you start to decay, but you become immortal. You're a zombie, but you can still operate, you can still feel, you can still be yourself. And the thing is, you can be any race. You can be a tiefling, you can be an elf, you can be a human, you can be absolutely anything and become a remnant. You're just a zombie. So why have it as a race instead of a class? I don't know, but I can understand having it as a race, because when you become a remnant, You leave behind some of your racial abilities and your racial stats, and you get onto new ones to become this zombie. The other reason why I like it is because it leaves an awful lot of grey areas. People see you as a zombie, you smell, you decay, you rot, but you don't have to necessarily be evil. It's just that people are going to see you as an evil thing because of your aspect. Are you going to become resentful? Are you going to be your normal self? Are you just going to retreat? Are you going to still try to mingle and mix within the normal society? I think as an archetype it's very, very interesting. The classes are quite varied, and some of them more playable than others. Some of the classes do demand that in order to use your evil abilities, you give up, for instance, some of your health. Now, I haven't put those to test just yet on the table, but it feels that some of them you may be giving up too much in order to obtain an advantage that may not compensate. I like that in order to be malicious, you have to pay a cost. That I'm okay with that. Whether it is the right cost, I don't know. Some classes feel incredibly overpowering, where others feels like, oh, I don't know if I can get this to be as cool or as powerful as it could be. If I pit this class versus this other, this one may not stand a chance at the same levels. It feels a bit like that. So I don't know, I just need to play this, but you may find that when you read it. Some of the items are so cool, but again, some of them are just, do I have a space for this? Is this going to be usable? Is this going to break my character? I don't know. And I like the villains. I like the idea that these villains are fully fledged and that they can be used, and they come in actually different challenge ratings. So you will be able to use them for, different party levels. And that's a very, very cool thing. These are, cult leaders. These are people who are going onto their own evil quests. They are sergeants or lieutenants in different evil armies. They have enough of a background to be perfectly usable and congruent. You can just drop them in your campaign as you like. The book is very, very promising. I did notice a few typos here and there, a few missing lines in the layout, but the whole thing looks absolutely beautiful as a whole, and if they manage to correct those little mistakes, the book should be really, really cool. I don't think everything is going to be usable for people from my campaigns, in my group, but I reckon that everything is pretty usable, and what I find a bit too much, I can just tone it down a little bit and just get on with it. So far, what I have seen is very promising, and I have enjoyed reading very much indeed. The advice on how to include evil and malicious characters in your games is sound. They do warn you about a lot of things, which is great. But eventually and essentially it's down to you as the GM and or player to do with it whatever you like. This, at the end of the day, is going to be your game, so you have to think about it. But there is an awful lot of very good advice in this starting guide as to how to play evil characters. Yes, I would certainly recommend downloading this quick guide to take a proper look at it. And yes, I think this is going to be a very promising book that could end up being a very good addition to pretty much anybody's campaign. So, yes, I am going to recommend it. Let me know what you think. Let me know how would you apply this book into your game. Leave me the comments down there when you subscribe. Remember, when you click the subscribe button, to also click the bell button so you can get notifications when we upload more videos. thank you very much indeed for being there. And until the next time, take care. You game?